Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and what a treat today. We're here at Milodon. We're gonna get to go on a tour of their facility, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. It's really exciting. Milodon makes a ton of awesome parts for all makes and models of cars. If you've ever seen those awesome gold anodized oil pans, this is where they're made. This is where they come from, right here in Simi Valley, California. So this is how all of your Milodon parts start, is as raw materials. Looks like nothing special here other than just USA made steel, but this is going to turn into oil pans, water pumps, timing gears, all sorts of stuff. So in the end, it's going to be really special product. This is really cool. This is the start of a 429 Ford main cap. As you can see, it's just bar stock, nothing special here. But then they mill it down and get it into this shape. There's some being milled right now. Once it's through there, they get to be more of this shape, which is getting close to being finished. And then as you can see here, they've put the holes in it, the little notches. They've got it down to tolerance, and they're basically ready. So really cool that it started as just a block right here, and it's all made right there in Simi Valley, California, and from start to finish. So here are the oil pans, and as you can see, they're still in raw form. They're not anodized. These are unfinished products. As you can see, there's a welder right there going to town, finishing some up. These ones right here specifically, which were just spot welded. They still need to be completed. Just a couple other styles of pans just sitting around here at the welding booths. These are a couple of the finished pans. These are ready for test fitment, and then they'll go out for anodizing. As you can see, there's an engine right here. Every single pan is actually test fit onto the block that they are meant for. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of engines sitting there. They're all used for test fitment. But every single oil pan that goes out of Milodon has been test fit on a block. They make sure the rails are nice and flat and sit level on the engine. And then even further, they take them over here to this table, which is perfectly flat, and check them again, make sure they are flat and that there's no problem. They want the product to seal as good as possible. As you can see, there are a few more styles of pans here getting worked on. Even more back here. You can see these ones, looks like they're welding the baffles in. Just a ton of pans right there. And then here are some windage trays that are getting built. As you can see, they are actually using an engine as a jig. So these are going to fit perfect every time. Steve, the owner, told us that there's not a part that leaves that has a defect in it. Any defect has been caused by transportation or shipping improperly. As you can see, there are a ton of different pans that Milodon makes. Just a ton of awesome pieces. This is laser cutting. They're cutting the straps that go inside of the pan or that attach to the windage trays. As you can see them, after they're cut out, they bend them in whatever shape they're needed for the specific application. This one, for instance, welds into the pan, and then you have this piece that welds on top of it, and then once it's in the pan, then it will fit, or the windage tray will fit exactly how it's supposed to. This is a completed one. As you can see, the anodization has been worn off just from how much they've used it for test fitting. Everybody there is a lot smarter than me and actually puts the windage tray in the correct way the first time. See how much nicer it fits when you do it right? Amazing, huh? These are just a bunch of different windage trays that they have. These are all like test pieces. And then you can see like there's some screen ones, some sheet metal ones. You've also got a bunch of the little jigs for building the oil pickup tubes right here. Those jigs are pretty cool all in themselves. But like I said, everything is built right there. This is a bunch of pickup tubes. These are about ready to be sent out for anodization. They're really pretty as they are, but definitely helps to have them anodized. Ooh, look at this golden goodness. These pans are just back from plating and they are gorgeous. As you can see, that one hasn't even pulled out of the wrapper yet, nor have these ones. The ones over here, these are just about ready to be boxed up, so they can be sent out to the different distributors and then eventually out to you guys. A couple more pans here. Also, these are the windage trays. So beautiful. It's too bad that gold hides inside of an oil pan and you'll never see it. As you can see, front and back are just as pretty. They anodize these and the pans at the same time so that the color matches and it stays the same. And it's a great protectant. You won't have corrosion. You can pull these out years later. There's not going to be any rust or anything like that. So pretty. Lots of great parts right here. So these are the test engines. As you can see, there are quite a few engines here. Ford, Chevy, Mopar, pretty much everything that you can think of. And again, they're used for test fitment of caps, of timing covers, oil pans, windage trays, basically anything that they're going to need to test fit. So these are the owner's cars. These guys, they have a passion for cars. They're not in this just for the money. They want quality parts and they want great parts for their cars. This is their 69 Charger RT, which occasionally you'll see out at the drag strip. And then they have a Duster as well. Over in the corner, there's a Demon. So they do have a few pretty sweet Mopars that they enjoy and love. Like I said, they're enthusiasts as well, which always makes for a better product when they're coming from enthusiasts. So this is the beginning of your timing gear sets. This is just raw bar stock, as you can see. Eventually this is going to be a timing gear, as we will show. Once it's cut to where it needs to be, the slug's sent over and then milled to where it is basically like this. As you can see, there's no gear teeth, but everything else is about ready. Once it's finished here, they take it over to this machine. This actually makes the gears, and just so you're aware, this machine is incredibly loud, but it's awesome how it cuts the teeth. Once it's finished in there, this is the product. As you can see, the gear is finished. It's ready to be sent out to be anodized. These are just a bunch of timing covers in the raw before they get all cleaned up. Some more timing gears. This is a finished timing gear set. This one is for a Mopar small block and 392 Hemi. So it's 318, 340, 360, and 392 Hemi. As you can see, all the components are here. And really cool setup. Steve, the owner of Milodon, and also the gentleman that designed this, explained it to us. They're just far superior than the timing chains. This particular one I purchased for my stuff, and so they're actually packaging up special for me. I mean, how cool is that? I almost don't want to use it. It's almost worth just hanging on the wall. Just such a neat piece. Steve, he designs pretty much everything in-house, and he literally touches just about every single part that comes out personally, just to make sure it is absolutely perfect. I'm so excited to have this piece. I've been wanting one for years and years. I may use it on my Dart for No Name Nationals, but I don't know. So you can see just the detail in going into packaging this to make sure that it's perfect. Also, just so you're all aware, Milodon was started back in the 60s by two gentlemen, one named Milo, one named Don, and that's how it got its name. Steve purchased the company, I believe, in 1993, and has been running it ever since. This machine right here, any of you guys that have purchased a timing gear set or anything like that that's got the plastic coating over it, it's ran through this exact machine. Everything's built, packaged, and sent out right there. And here's my timing set, hot off the press, still even warm. Look how beautiful it is. So this block of aluminum is going to turn into an oil pump. Nothing special here other than it's just a chunk of quality aluminum. As you can see, they mill it down or machine it to the part that they need. And once it's in the shape or the part they need, they send it out and have it anodized just to protect it. So there's all sorts of different pieces that go along to it, and all starts from a block of aluminum. As you can see, these are the mills that they use to machine the pieces. If you've ever heard the phrase windowed block, this 426 Hemi block is the perfect example of a window. You can see where it is literally just blowing a big hole right inside of the block. So these are the water pumps. These are manufactured in-house. They do use a housing that is pre-manufactured, but everything else is done by Milodon. So it has for high flow. Once it's all built, they get it all cleaned up, and then they assemble it right here in-house using the appropriate parts. As you can see, he's actually putting this one together, and then they will make sure there's no sounds or anything, that it spins freely. He's grabbing the parts, putting it together. Milodon's pumps are like high flow, high volume pumps. They work on the street, but they're specifically for like racing applications. You can see, make sure it's going to get a good seal on it. And these particular ones use two different styles of screws just for the fitment on the timing cover. Spins it, listens for noises, and this one's good to go. Then everything they have, they package with all of the instructions. And then they send them out to the distributors. Those are the instructions. Look at all those beautiful water pumps. So these are the oil dipsticks. They are also made right here in-house. Everything is done right there. The only thing that's not manufactured by them is the casing, which comes in a big spool, just like this. And then they cut it down to the length that's needed right here. And they crimp the ends on, and they're assembled. There's all the pieces right there, and a bunch of the casings. Really good, high quality product. They look cool too. So this is all the freight that's finished. This is ready to be sent out. A lot of it goes to places like Summit, Jags, and other distributors, where it's then purchased by you guys and sent to you by a third-party company. Lots and lots of different products. Be sure to check out Milodon's website, and be sure to purchase some of these awesome made in America parts. These are high quality, and you won't be disappointed. Okay, everybody, so this was an awesome opportunity to come and check all this stuff out and walk around. I hope you guys learned something and seen the quality of this Milodon products. I've always really liked Milodon. The logo's cool, and the gold oil pans are just amazing. But there's so much more than just those oil pans, as you've seen. Really appreciate this opportunity to come and check this place out and take you along with me. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you need anything, Milodon products are awesome. You can get them from like Summit and Jags and lots of other distributors. Just check them out. Don't be afraid to buy these products because they are great quality, made right here in the USA. Pretty much everything's done right here in Simi Valley, California, and then shipped out worldwide. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.